There is no end to the number of commissions, research, reports, legislative actions, and initiatives suggesting ways to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the federal government. But it has failed to achieve it. Given that the deficit continues to rise, the confidence of the American people in government continues to decline, and the GAO and IGs continue to report on duplication, waste, and high-risk programs. And yet, our leaders keep kicking the can down the road, hoping someone else will make the decision later. For almost 40 years, I've been working to transform organizations to be more efficient, effective, and credible. And I have described much of my experience in the book, Transforming Government from Congress to the Cubicle. The sheer size and complexity of government makes it seem difficult to change. But we have elected leaders to address critical issues, and the change is possible. There are big issues facing America. Quite simply put, in supporting our people, the government cannot continue being inefficient and overspending, any more than a family can continue spending more than it earns. From terrorism to social insurance reform, infrastructure, addressing the debt, program inefficiency, and cybersecurity, there's a lot to be done. What will it take to transform government? First, it's about reorienting the way everyone in government views the world and their place in it. And the most important first step is the fundamental change in leadership and management practices that result in accountable decision-making, how efficiently the mission is achieved, and determining what is the role of government to serve the American people. It is truly in the hands of Congress and the President and all government employees to achieve these results. To begin, I suggest a national summit that is executed by both Congress and the White House. Its purpose is to collaboratively determine the business of government and the priorities of the nation. This should result in a national strategic plan which clearly defines the priorities and accountabilities for all. Members of Congress, Mr. President, take on the tough issues facing America and make decisions which move our country forward. Treat decision-making as a core or a fundamentally necessary leadership practice. The effectiveness of programs is how Americans experience their government. Government programs must be assessed using a consistent methodology to determine if they meet a fit test, are effective and efficiently run. Some programs are consistent with our Constitution and our values as Americans, but others may have outlived their useful life and are more than we can afford, are duplicative, or perhaps extend beyond what the government's role should be. Sequestration is not the answer. Accountable decision-making, revenue generation, surgical cuts based on a set of criteria, and program improvements by passing the Government Transformation Act is. Each federal employee can also support efficiency and effectiveness. I call it making small, big bang improvements, or simply complexity reduction. You can look around your office and find evidence of inefficiency and ineffectiveness every day. Too many meetings, inefficient processes, legacy systems that don't support the work requirements, decisions at too high a level, staff not well trained, politics rather than practicality in motion. There are many opportunities for each government employee to jump on the transformation bandwagon and participate in making government a more efficient and effective place. To support transformation and ensure it sticks, government must also make some fundamental changes in its civil service system, procurement process, and how IT systems are developed and managed. The President's management agenda must also focus on the business of government and the critical elements necessary for improvement. OMB must have the capacity to consistently implement the plan and demonstrate real results. If you continue to kick the can down the road, nothing gets done. If you hold on to the can and work together, success is given a chance. Our founding fathers spent 87 days in a room to develop our Constitution. It was difficult. There were disagreements, compromise, and then agreement on basic principles. It doesn't seem so difficult. Our leaders today can make progress on improving how government serves its people. Our leaders must invigorate themselves to strengthen our great institutions. Please join us in this quest to make our government more efficient, effective, and credible.